Today is September the 17th, 2024. I'm coming to you now from Wynwood, Miami, Florida, the Wynwood Art District. I want to show you something. You see that car right there? Where that car is parked is where I used to park and where I used to sleep. Currently, I'm a traveling artist based in Brooklyn, New York. So I travel internationally. I'm available for bookings, for murals, for whatever kind of art you might need. So contact me for booking. So I'm a regular traveling artist right now, but for many years, for over 10 years, I was a straight up nomad. I did not have a home at all. I was traveling full time. That's how I lived. I lived on the road, and I lived in a car. I lived on people's couches. I lived in recording studios. Then I moved up and I got a van. I ended up getting 3 different vans, and I lived in my van in that parking spot. At least 4 or 5 nights a week, I parked in this parking spot on Northwest 27th Street and Northwest 1st Ave in Miami, Florida. One morning I woke up and I was on Facebook, and there was an ad for an app called Shaper. Shaper was kind of like LinkedIn. It's a business networking app, but it had a format like Bumble where you swipe. I woke up in my car right there. I saw the ad for Shaper. I downloaded it. I got on Shaper. I matched with a girl named Tatiana, who was a graphic designer. She said, "Do you want to have coffee?" We had coffee, and I started showing her what I do. I showed her pictures of the murals that I had done. This was in 2017. I had been doing murals for 3 years, so I had a small portfolio. She shared with me what she does, graphic design. Then she said, I know a guy in Wynwood that needs a mural. He asked me to do it, but he doesn't have any money. Do you want to do it? But just so you know, he can't pay. I said, all right, give me his number. I talked to the guy. His name was Gustavo. He texted me and said, here's the address of the wall. Meet me there. And when he gave me the address, it sounded familiar. It was the address right there. It was this wall. And for years before connecting with Gustavo, I would wake up in my van every morning and see this wall around this house, which just had a bunch of tags on it. It was vandalized, it had nothing. And I would always think to myself, I would love to do a mural on that wall. But how? How do I get in touch with the owner? How do I make it happen? Well, the universe stepped in through a Facebook ad, showed me Shaper. Through Shaper, I met Tatiana. Through Tatiana, I met Gustavo. Gustavo was the guy that owns the wall. And he said, yeah, go ahead and do it. Now, he paid me for my supplies, so he gave me like a stipend. But he didn't pay me, for my work, but that was fine. I was young and I was trying to get my name out there. I did this entire wall. It's 2 walls actually. And I wrote "Welcome to Wynwood" over and over and over and over. 2017. Now, today, September 17th, 2024, I came back to redo the wall. I just finished painting it black. It took me 2.5 hours to paint it completely black and buff it out, as they say. Now I'm gonna zoom in. You can kind of see a W right there. I don't know if you see it or not, but there's a faint recollection of a W. It's a light blue W and an E. Welcome to Wynwood. So I'm gonna redo this entire mural. I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna go right over this W. So watch me. Now stay tuned as I do the entire mural again, 7 years later.